Greetings. So my video, I had to delete some stuff, but just to continue it, just to let people know, like it's energetically what we're putting out there, and how the universe responds to that. So how can we complain about these things? Um, this is why spirit, nothing belongs to us here. Nothing is ours. No one belongs to us. And see, I've been seeing this, how it's like the possessiveness and ownership of when we get in connections and relationships, we want to emphasize and like, oh, this is mine, or this is, no, it's not. We're given this opportunity. I was given this knowledge and wisdom to share, so we could ascend to greater heights as a community, as a people, to lead our people out of this lower state, out of this ignorance. A lot of our women, you sisters, y'all know, when you heal, I'm letting you know, when you heal and you choose to walk away from those relationships and those, all those things that no longer serve you, you elevate yourself, you heal yourself, you heal your daughters, you heal your sons. Then you, soon enough, you will attract that partner or reflection. If it's meant to be, if that's your free will, if that's what you want. And see, this is why you have a lot of, men such as myself coming to this awareness, is that I know, coming into this deeper knowledge spiritually, becoming aware of the semen retention is now that honoring that I just don't want to exchange with just anyone. It's more than just heartbreak. It has nothing to do with that. I had to go through those relationships and experience now to realize the value not only of myself, but what it is that I want to attract, rather than feel like I have to chase. Feel like I have to just beg, or all those things that really does nothing for me. And see, that is the lower self. We're rising. The world is changing. Everything is happening as it should, and it's beautiful. We all deserve a want, or spirit wants us to be with people that are aligned with what we want in this world, or what our soul desires, or feel just energetically what we want to experience. I'll say, that fun, that just enjoyment, knowing that, create memories. That's really all we have. So just through this whole process, I realized a lot of things were for my protection. A lot of things were for me to see. Spirit wanted me to become aware of why these patterns happening in my life. Why it is that certain relationships that we attract, and then a baby is created, and then for us to really see the deeper knowledge. Do we see the healing? Do we see the lesson? And why that seed came here? Do we see the deeper knowledge and why that soul came here? This is why these systems are falling apart. Yes, I'm gonna tell you. Was that a ladybug? That was beautiful. I think it was. Child support systems. As much as people want to hold on and attach them, that stuff is no longer. Because a lot of these things were created to keep the family divided, to keep people apart. This is why a lot of men are afraid of these things, and women too. They don't want to acknowledge, but it's man, y'all don't see. This is why our women need to get a deeper understanding of who they are. This is why a lot of our men are getting a deeper knowledge of who they are. It's so that you can see that the divine wants us here to have fun, create memories, enjoy life to its, abundantly, rather than to be dependent on these systems again, on these corporations, on all these things that there is no justice in that. There is no justice in a lot of that stuff. There will never be enough of money to fulfill, how is that even a part of people wanting to be there in your life? There are kids, me experiencing um having a stepfather or a man being there, but he was physically abusive. But in a sense, it's like you might as well not even been there, because I would never want to see the mother that I love being hurt or harmed. It's ways we can all get through things. I'd rather it be a man step in. It doesn't really have to be biological, or the man that helped me get here. Some of us just want to live in peace and harmony with the partner, whether, however people want to co-parent. But you have to know that a lot of these things that's happening is to bring forth that harmony and bliss. This is what a lot of people are not talking about. This is as how the stars are aligning right now. A lot of us, certain of us, are having this ascension, not only physically but spiritually, so we can create that new world to where we can all live amongst each other, no matter the color, the creed, or to share the knowledge of a deeper spiritual, overstanding. Having a spiritual community, or unions and divine unions and such things like that. This is why we had to go through these moments with people. It may seem like it was dark, but it was for you to get that understanding now, as mothers, as fathers, as kids. Some of us, we question everything. I was at that place of questioning everything. But it's vital now. Why you have to ask yourself, why would you want to hold on to so? It's through greed and selfishness that a lot of these things were created from. It has to happen this way. When people want to live amongst each other, and your kids don't have to worry about food, or not even being concerned about money, or or a place to live. This is what's coming. This is what's happening. It's gonna happen. Some people are gonna be left out in the cold because of their own selfishness, of their own, selfish desires, or how they want to live things. And if it's not in alignment with source, then who am I to judge? Just know that your healing and your journey and what you're coming into is not in vain. I'm grateful. Like I said, through this process, I had to learn the discipline in being removed from, and this is what I asked for, removing all things that no longer serves my highest good here. Things that no longer resonate with me. See, the enemy, or certain things work against to keep people divided. So we're talking about energies here, spiritual warfare here. How do you really want to, what legacy do you want to share and leave with your kids, and then for them to pass on? I see the importance of learning the discipline from semen retention, because now I can share that with my son. When that soul comes in, when I co-create, all these things will be instilled in him because it's in my DNA. You see how deep this goes? When we heal, we activate things. This will be passed through my DNA. I had to experience in the past what happened to get to this awareness now within my mind. So when I co-create, then it be with a partner that also understands and overstands that, look, we are ushering in, a soul or a child that has a deeper awareness. See, a lot of us are not, we have to realize, a lot of mothers and fathers, you co-created with people not realizing that whatever their traumatic experience, however their parents were like, a lot of these things come with them. Yes, that's what spiritual warfare is. A lot of whatever they're faced through their generation came with them. That's how things are passed through you generationally. So this is why I speak of generational healing and generational wealth. When one chooses to sit down with someone and let's talk about how we can heal. how we can cleanse our bodies of these toxins. And again, this is not for everybody. It's discipline. You know, some people, they can do this one day and do this, but it's discipline in all of this. Everyone is not going to be vegan. Everyone's not going to do the same thing. I don't expect people to do anything but to be them. To be who they came here to be. Everyone's not going to live the same life as we do. But this is a message to be shared for those that are in alignment with this. If you're wanting to be married or in some type of union, it starts with you. What do you want to attract? To my sisters and brothers and whomever, what do you want to attract? How do you want to change the world while you're here? But now, from a spiritual perspective and awareness, is that this is what we have to learn. I mean, what Spirit wants us to understand more of. When you're exchanging energy with someone or whatever it is, are they at a higher vibration? You know, or anyone can offer you anything from a physical perspective. But do they want to elevate, sit down and heal with you? Can we talk about what has happened? You know, can we cry together? Can we hug each other? Can we heal? Can we breathe together? You know, everyone's not gonna come together and it's just gonna be like that for everyone. Everyone has to go through their lessons. Everyone has to go through whatever it is that they experience. I too had to experience this. This is the growth. But it's really about memories. For me, having fun and memories. So many things are happening and shifting. And through this process, we're learning to let go what no longer serves us, walking away, especially if it's involving our peace. This is what is aligned in the stars right now. For those that are aware of the astrology or want to get into it, Venus is in retrograde. You know, this is reassessing, recollecting, recharging, you know, rethinking relationships, the value of what's going on right now. And then you have, what else? A lot of this energy built up, especially if you fit a lot of what we call, like, again, sacred energy or sexual energy. That's your life force, especially with men, is that you'll see as you become aware that the world has told you, oh, go over here, oh, look at her, she bad, da 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 da. And then we're wondering why certain relationships happen the way it is, because we're not aware of, you know, have I really got to know this person? Can I really see where we're going to grow? Then it happens that way because it's a lesson in all of it. But I'm telling you, that's the beauty of all like this. It's like we're here for a soul lesson. This whole thing is a school of life. And we're returning to the same place. Source, love. All of these things is teaching us to return to ourselves, our inner selves, our higher selves, which of love. We can either choose to vibrate higher or stay in a lower place. And that's how the world is being divided in these moments. You're going to be able to see things where, again, do you want to experience a life of bliss and harmony here and be elevated? Or the choice of seeing the same, experiencing the suffering and the going through the loop. And a lot of us know that we're here to elevate. We're here to help humanity elevate. That's a part of our soul ascension. That's how deep it goes, so much deeper. Everyone's not going to know what that is. Some of us are a bridge for some people. But just know that in your process and through it all, you're divinely protected. But I realize how much of a mirror family, friends, or certain things are, because you're seeing how the abuse or overusing, whether it be just anything in life. But it's, man, I'm telling you, it's interesting. I'm grateful for a lot of it because, man, I'll be honest with you, I could have probably had about, if it was meant, probably like 6 or 7 kids right now, probably even more, not realizing how much of the lessons or what spirit was protecting me from. A lot of things are for not only spiritual protection, but a lesson in even who you have a child by or who you co-create with. It's really seeing a lesson in that. And then it's your free will if you want to live harmoniously with yourself or this person. And see, that comes through healing, self-reflecting, and learning a lesson in why did that child come here? Or why, did they purposely, did this choose me? So it gets so much deeper. And truthfully, the lesson in a lot of it is that you'll see that some of the children come at a higher vibration. And they're like a portal. And for us to heal through our heart, for us to bring forth healing to humanity, to show us what important cycles we need to change in our family. See, some of us, we think that we just co-created with someone, but Spirit really showing us why certain people came, why certain souls come here for the betterment of humanity. For us to even have a higher awareness of why it is we want better for ourselves and the children that came here. Again, everyone doesn't want that. Everyone is not going to choose that. That's okay. But for you that are led to this channel, you realize that, again, you can change that cycle. You can change that narrative. It starts with you. Having those conversations with your children, or having those conversations with, the Creator. How it is you could bring forth healing. Creating those books with your children, creating artwork with your children, creativity, imagination, use it. That's another thing that teaches us through our healing process. We learn to harness that energy, that sacred energy of through your womb, and also men through your stab, through your penis. You're realizing that life force, you restrain from that to put more energy, not so much of just going out there and, oh, let me lay down with anything, let me do this with anything. No, for you to use it, that life force, to create, to usher in something creative. I learned that through my process with my artwork. This is from my experience, knowing that I've always had let's say a strong drive. But then again, I see the importance of, what do I see more valuable in these moments? What do I see more valuable? When I'm attracting someone and someone else comes into my life, how can what do we really value more? And see, this is what you'll learn through these relationships. I saw a post that says, you take sex out of the equation, then what do you have? You take money out of the equation of a lot of things, what do you have? And see, that a lot of these things that show you, like, if you have a deeper connection, or if it's a spiritual connection. It's not to say that you don't learn things and then it returns, but that's the beauty of it all. We're learning through this whole process, this growing process, this whole soul ascension and alignment, everything. So, like I said, everyone has their purpose here. Everyone came here to do what they called to do. But what are you here to do? Who were you before the world told you who to be? What are you willing to let go and to let go of to really leave your legacy in these moments and create something that only you were called here to do? It gets so much deeper, man. Like I said, I had to see, even to where, again, in other videos, how I see how you see how just the overuse of how sex driven, or you know, just the physical can be the vocal point on relationships. And no, it's deeper than that. A lot of us has come into this awakening awareness. You're here to bring more awareness into these divine connections and unions while we're healing ourselves, is to attract that and then to bring that into the world, to show the world deeper knowledge of it can be more than just, intimacy is more than just exchanging of energy. Exchanging of energy can be just me having a conversation with y'all. That's me using my energy to exchange. Me exchanging energy in a way of co-creating with someone, and that doesn't mean sexually, but intimately. You can just be in the presence of someone. You can create something with someone. A lot of forms of intimacy, conversation, just it's simple things, and that comes with a deeper knowing. We all are co-creating. When we get up and we do something, we just created something. When I get up, an idea come. I just gave birth to something. Then when I write it down, I just gave birth to that idea. Then then when I go draw it or however it is, create something. That's a part of what co-creation is to the creator. So now we're getting a deeper knowledge and understanding of what it is and why we're not workers and all these titles that have been given to us. We are co-creators of the creator, of source. And so the world is so beautiful. We're coming into a deeper knowingness of why connections are coming in. The connection with self is just as vital as attracting that mirror of ourselves or reflections of ourselves in relationships, partnerships, everything. And so that right there helps us now. For the mothers and fathers, you start the healing process now with yourself, and then it'll mirror back in your families. Trust, I see it. Just try it. Go in the mirror, say you love yourself. Forgive yourself up to this moment for what has happened. Forgive your father, forgive your mother, forgive people that you feel have wronged you, or you feel, just release the burdens. Because what I witnessed just growing up in certain communities, you'll see a lot of mothers carry burdens, or a lot of anger and frustration and aggression, whatever. It'll be projected onto the child. And then that child will carry those, that memory. Yeah. That's how deep it goes, man. People will carry that memory and carry these things. And now you can, today, start anew. You can change that for your lineage, or for the lineage that you want to create. Right? Get out, get in nature, get the grounding, go to the beach, cherish the moments with yourself, love yourself, journal. Yeah. Peace and blessings. Shalom. See y'all when I see y'all. Yeah. Yeah. Peace.